Hey guys, welcome yet again to Motoroids, and this is a walk around of a rather special car. The Nexon has been around for quite some time, but with the fuel prices going up, CNG is coming out as a very legitimate option. And Tata have been the leaders when it comes to space management and introducing some really nice, safe and capable CNG options in various different segments. And this car needs a special mention because here the other options that you have in the market don't have a turbo. So this basically is the first turbocharged engine with a CNG in India, and that ideally should make it a car that is as fun to drive as it is efficient. But disclosure, I cannot have any opinions about this car. So how this car drives, how it feels on the road, all of those things I cannot talk about. But what I can do is I can give you a detailed walk around of this car so that you know what you get and what you lose in the Tata Nexon CNG as compared to its petrol counterpart, as well as the other CNG options that you have in the market. So without any further ado, let's go to the boot. Now what happens with CNG cars generally is that the cylinder takes up all the space and there's no space left for you to go out for a holiday with your family. There's 321 liters of space available, and that means that you actually can place some suitcases here, a couple of haversacks. And as you can see here, Tata have managed to save a lot of space by designing these cylinders in a very space saving way. The proper spare wheel that you get on the Tata Nexon has been replaced by a thin space saver. So you don't have a big spare wheel, you have a space saver, but this can still help you get back home in a limping manner. So that's first. How much is the capacity of these tanks in terms of liters? These are 30 plus 30, 60 liters, which means 9 kg in terms of kilograms. And the fuel efficiency as claimed by Tata is 24 kilometers per kg. But as we know, cars don't achieve the rated fuel efficiency. So in the real world, the fuel efficiency of this car may be lower. How much is it? I cannot tell you right now, but wait for a detailed review where I'm going to let you know everything about the fuel efficiency as well. You do well to know that you have an illumination here, you have these hooks, and the seat is also 60-40 split. So in case you have more stuff and there is only 3 of you traveling or 2 of you, you can fold the seat flat or flip one of the seats down to extend the loading area. Now let's have a look under the bonnet also, where we have the engine. Under the bonnet we have the familiar 1.2 liter Revotron engine, which is a turbo engine, and as I mentioned, this is the first car to have CNG on a turbo engine. So in the petrol guys, this produces 120 PS of peak power and 170 Newton meters of torque. But the surprising thing is that even with the CNG, 100 PS of power and 170 Newton meters, which is not a reduction at all in torque, and that's quite surprising. How does it perform? Well, you'll have to wait for a review to know that. But let's also have a look at a lot of other features that we have on this car. So it comes with a 360-degree camera, it comes with front parking sensors, it comes with this connected DRL, it also comes with these swipe out blinkers, it gets LED projector headlamp, cornering LED fog lamps. All the features that you get on the petrol Nexon are there save for one. You don't get ADAS features on this one. You'll also get automatic headlights, automatic wipers. Coming towards the side, you will see that it's shod with 16-inch wheels. The ground clearance is 208 mm, and while on the lower variants you'll get 195 section tires, on the higher variant you'll get 215 section. In all, you have 7 colors to choose from, and these colors are Calgary white, pristine white, Daytona grey, flame red, pure grey, creative ocean and fearless purple. And you get two-tone options also within these color schemes. Of course, you get a big panoramic sunroof as well on this car, a shark fin antenna, 360-degree camera as you can see. And as we have seen on the previous Nexon cars, also the Nexon generally has a very good, very high quality 360-degree camera. Unlike a lot of other new cars, this car does not come with the flush fitting door handles, and I'm happy it does not, because traditionally these door handles are known to be more robust. Now coming towards the rear, as you can see, it gets the familiar connected LED tail lamp, and you also get these swipe out blinkers here. Nexon branding is similar to what we have seen, although this i-CNG branding here is new. From a distance, I think the i-CNG branding is the only thing that can let you know that this is a CNG. and exterior of this car is more or less the same as the petrol cars. Now let's also get inside and see how the interior looks and what are the changes. Now before we start talking about the other features of this car, some interesting facts about the CNG engine here and the CNG technology that this car has is, first, unlike a lot of other cars where you have to start the car necessarily in petrol mode, this car can be started directly in the CNG mode. And a part of that fact is made possible because there is only a single ECU here. So you can switch between petrol and CNG using this button while being on the move as well. And not just that spells convenience, it also makes sure that you get better fuel efficiency as per Tata. As you can see here, the car shows you the mode that you've been using between petrol and CNG on the meter as well, and you'll be able to see as to how much time you use the CNG for and how much time you use the petrol for. Also, this is your CNG fuel gauge, and here on the right is your petrol fuel gauge. Not just that, when the CNG levels go down, when the CNG is low, the car will automatically switch to petrol to make sure that you're not stranded and there are no technical problems. The fuel filter on this car is also special, where you don't have to change the entire fuel filter, you can just change the cartridges. Also, with a special nozzle, you can fill the car up faster than other cars according to Tata. If the fuel cap is not closed, the car will not start, and that again is a safety feature. Apart from that, as a safety feature, if the car detects any gas leak, it would automatically shift to petrol to make sure that there is no untoward leaks. Not just that, some special materials have been used in the entire CNG kit to make sure that there are no leakages whatsoever even after extensive use. In case, however, if there is an accident or there is a fire, you also get this fire extinguisher under the co-driver's seat. Final failsafe is that even after all of these precautions, if there is a thermal incident where the car detects that the temperatures have risen beyond safe levels, what it will do is it will cut off the fuel supply to the engine immediately, and all the gas in the CNG tanks is going to be released in the atmosphere through a special nozzle very quickly so that there is no incident. As you can see, when you switch from CNG to petrol, this icon that you see here is not there anymore, and that's how you know that you have switched from CNG to petrol. For the Tata Nexon i-CNG, you get quite a few variants, and there are various different features associated with every variant, and whatever features you get with all these variants can be seen on the screen right now. Now, apart from that, the features that you get on the Tata Nexon i-CNG are very similar to the ones that you get on the petrol, and you get this panoramic sunroof, auto dimming IRVM, two 10.25-inch digital screens, the new Tata steering wheel, big door panels, driver side window is auto down. You get the express cooling function, and you get all the familiar functions that you get with the Tata Nexon. You get a 360-degree camera. As you can see here, you can switch to the 3D mode as well, and as you can see, it's very familiar, very similar to what we have seen on the Tata Nexon. I will not go into the details here. You get an 8-speaker JBL branded audio system, and it's as good or bad as it's on the Tata Nexon. It's not my opinion, but it's the same system. You get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in the wireless mode. You get an AQI meter as well, which means that this car comes with an air purifier. Again, all the settings here are very similar to what you have seen on the Tata Nexon. Let's have a look at the IP also, and while I'm not sharing my opinion here, I'll just give you some noises for you to make out what kind of plastics are these. Let's also open the glove box for you to have a look. Then you also get wireless charging, and apart from that, you have a type A, type C and a 12-volt power socket here. This little crevice for the key. This is where the drive modes used to be on the normal Nexon. They are absent here, and that's where you have this crevice. So you don't have any drive modes here on this version. The handbrake is manual. Seats are fully manual, both for the driver as well as the passenger. You obviously get ventilated seats like you get in the normal Nexon. Here is a vanity mirror. It comes with a 6-speed manual unit. It does not come with an AMT, so there is no automatic transmission available. It will come with a 6-speed manual transmission only. The Tata Nexon i-CNG, just like the other Tata Nexon, is a 5-star rated car. so you can be sure that you'll be safe in this car in case of an accident. Let's also quickly have a look at the back seat, and then we'll wrap this walk around up with a comparison with the prices of its competitors. Now before I get inside, just have a look at this panel also. This is a 1 liter water bottle, and let me just get in. It's the same as the Tata Nexon, dimensions are the same, so I won't really have to say anything about how good or bad the seat is, but you can have a look at me. The headroom that I have, you have an armrest with twin cup holders, 3 proper 3-point seat belts, these handles with coat hooks. In fact, there are many coat hooks. You have a coat hook here, you have a coat hook here, and now since I am here, I can also tell you that the seat belt for the driver is also adjustable. There is a rear AC vent, and you also have a type A and type C socket right here, as well as ISOFIX child seat mounts. You have twin headrests. On this particular position, you don't have a headrest also. Now, an important thing to note here is that the entire upholstery on the top variant is finished in Bannock Calico leatherette, and just have a look at how it appears. Do let us know what you think of this all black interior and the upholstery as well. The Tata Nexon i-CNG comes with 3 years, 1 lakh kilometers warranty, and it also comes with 1 year IRA subscription. Now the prices of this car range from 8.99 lakh rupees to 14.6 lakh rupees, and how good or bad that pricing is, again, something that you have to decide. I don't have the right now to point out my opinions about it, but what I can do is, very factually, I can share some key data about the pricing of its closest competitors with you. And on the screen right now, you'll be able to see the prices, the power and the torque of its closest competitors. And as you can see, while the fuel efficiency of some of its competitors may be more and the price may be less, what's the big differentiator here is that this is a turbo powered engine, and in terms of the power and the torque, this car has the best numbers in the segment. How exactly this drives, what are the advantages and disadvantages of this car over its competitors in terms of the drive feel and the real world fuel efficiency, I'll be able to let you know in the detailed review. But for now, I really hope that I was able to answer all your questions in this detailed walk around. If you still have any questions, put them down in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them personally. I really hope that you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, share it with your friends who might be looking for a very good CNG car. And until next time, this is your friend Amit Changani signing off. Rev hard, rev free, and drive safe.